Hello and welcome back. I'm B-Ball Joe and you're watching Transport Fever 2. Today we have a lot of stuff going on. As you can see, there is a conga line of new cargo carriages and a ship and a harbor and a depot. Stick around to see where this is. Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to do things a little different. The last 4 episodes were a test and they didn't perform as good as I wanted them on my channel. So we're just going to change the format a little bit. I will do a little more work off screen, but I'll show you more of the interesting pieces, or I think interesting pieces that actually matter. Also, you should have already seen what the end of the episode looks like. I have no idea what the end of the episode looks like, but that's going to be the intro, or that was the intro for you. So let's get started. We have a lot of things to do, and I have big plans for this city, for South Emsal, for the dairy farm here and the regular farm. And then there is a Banbury cheese factory here. That's all great. And then there is Gillingham down here that needs some food, and Crockheim needs a cheese. And it's just, there's a lot of things that we can do, and that's what we're going to tackle today. I did update the routes down here. Maybe this is something that's interesting to some of you guys, so I will go over it. I did make a tutorial about this a long time ago, a couple months ago. So I will show you what I did. Real quick, compare the numbers here. As you can see, I added new train or another train, and I actually upgraded to the General from the Borsig. The Borsig was just not powerful enough. It would always just crawl up the hill here, even though there isn't a big hill. But the problem was, this route, the TBW, had a rate of like 25 and a frequency of 30 minutes. There was one train on it. That frequency meant that this factory would always go back to 0 in the production. And that would mean every time the train arrived, the production had to get started again. It's pretty cool because that's how a real factory works. You don't just turn it on and off. It actually has to like run up or get started. So that was cool that was happening. But that was a problem because it would mean everything was really slow. And the food train over here had a frequency of this, 5715. Now, what you want to try to do is match your rate times the frequency to both outputs. So in this case, neither of them has a frequency that matches, but they're both divisible by 3. That matters. So this one, frequency of 9 minutes, the next one up is 18, is close to 15 minutes. And then the third one up is 27 minutes. It's really close to double what this is, so 30 minutes. So just apply that multiplier. 15 times 2 is 30 minutes, which means almost 60 times 2 is 120. Now this frequency is 9 times 3 is 27. That makes them really close. 3 times 90 is 270. Is that the same? No, but it means that I can upgrade these trains or add more trains to this line eventually if I have more takers. Right now I don't have enough consumers, so that doesn't work. But if you're on the left hand here, if your raw resources are less than your transport, then your transport will wait really, really long and your resources will never come in. So what you want to do is have your resources to be in excess of what you need, so that all your other trains can react to it and actually always run full. And that was the problem I had. That's why we weren't actually making much money. But I fixed that now. It's very obvious that this side is doing a lot more, or moves a lot more goods now than this side does. And that's great. We can keep it that way, because I would still like to avoid doing any more partial transports like this steel. I do want to set this up soon, but this one needs logs, and I can't do that. However, over here, there's a steel mill. It's one of the new industries that uses I think that's steel? Silver bars. That uses silver bars to make machines. There's a silver mill over here and a silver mine on this side. So perfect, we may do that, but not right now. So let's jump into what we're actually going to do. We will get St. Austell added to our network. That should just be a really, really simple setup. Our passenger trains, as they exist right now, do not make as much money as I would like them to do. But I don't think that is a terrible thing either, because that means we can improve our passenger network until it makes us enough money. Now I'm looking here, and I see that most of the residential, which is on this side. Actually, it's not reached by this train station, but really everything else is. So we do have some money, so I'm okay with tearing some houses down. Yeah, I think this is going to be as good as we can get it. There will be an inner transport or commuter route. That's what they're called. So we'll get that. Let me throw the tracks in here real quick, and I'll be back. I set up the line. It is just a point-to-point, super simple. So there's only going to be one train, and there's only going to be one track. We have the Russian class Type 1. Really surprised that they haven't fixed this yet, because hard words. Russisch is German for Russian. So this one says Russian class TT type. No, T-type. I don't know. I feel like that's a really easy fix to do, but it's not... Well, they haven't done it yet, so whatever. I called the track or the line RB for Regionalbahn in German. Maybe someone... I know there's a couple German viewers in here. Maybe someone can explain to me what the difference is between a Regionalbahn, Regionalexpress, Intercity, and Inner-City Express. Just because that... I get an Inner-City Express is supposed to go on the longer stretches and go really fast. The inner city is supposed to go on the longer stretches that can't go as fast, but then RE and RB, they feel very similar. Is it really just the distance between the stations, between the minimum station? I don't know. Maybe regional RB only drives in metro areas and RE drives in rural areas? I don't know. Someone please explain it to me. That'd be great. But here we are. Station is set up. They go from Chickerill, I just have a station out here now, to St. Austell. St. Austell does not have a local commuter route yet. I will add that. And then I'll see you again. The bus lines are in. Carriages are coming down here. Just a regular setup here. Nothing too fancy. I am hoping that our citizens will decide, ooh, this is a great place to build just next to the train station. That would look really cool. I don't expect them to, but I'm hoping they will. That's better. So, yeah, there we go. Now, to actual money makers. And obviously, we are making money now. I did let it run earlier just to make sure that this setup that I explained to you earlier is actually working and making money, and it is. We don't have a loan anymore. The next thing I would like to set up is all of this. I think it would be cool. It'll be cool to have a train line here, but I don't think you can do that without mods, because we need something that can carry grains, which is hoppers in the vanilla game, but also boxcars in another game, or in mods. And that can also carry the cheese. Cheese is definitely boxcars, but both together doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is set this up as a bus route. Now this farm is being silly and just set up so that if I want to go through any of the fields, I have to spend a lot of money. But my trucks, if you want to call it that, are very, very, very slow. So even this will probably be worth it. So let's get that done. Let's try to make this kind of pretty looking. Hey, can you connect there? No, connect pretty. Go over here and over here. And this is something I hope you get excited about, because I want to add ships. Someone commented just recently, it's like, they really like the map, but they don't like the lack of water that's available. And honestly, there are some lakes, and they are big enough to at least put a small ship on. This one, if you go the length of it, is pretty cool for a regular ship. This island, I'm very much considering just cutting off this connection, and it can only be reached by boat or by ship. Over here, there's a lot of water going on. I can have a boat line between all three of these cities. And, I mean, I think there's potential for boating. It's a little forced. You can probably do all of this without boats or ships. Why am I calling it boats? That's silly, but I won't. I'm also considering putting canals here to St. Ostella and essentially Sittingbourne. Put another station here with a harbor and maybe get more grain here, or grain down here, because there will be a harbor right here. That is the plan right now. That's what we're going to add right now. Not going to wait. Okay, stop messing around. Harbor. We haven't done this, so I'm definitely leaving this in and don't edit it out. How big do I want the harbor? Big enough. I don't actually know what I need yet, but this is a good start. Then we will definitely need our cargo station. Make it big. Platforms. We just need 2, but we need it pretty long because ships will take a lot of space. Let's set it up like this, so we can actually... Did I do this wrong? I would like non-blocking entrances and exits. And I think that's easier for 2 lines if I do it perpendicular to the road. So I can have 2 roads coming out at the end, or in, I should say in, because then I can give it a queuing area. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I haven't done this before either. Well, not in this series. I've done this before. But sometimes, or often, sometimes I say, often you will have roads that just get clogged up by your vehicles, and you can't do anything. Or vehicles just, if you tell them to wait until loaded, you can't tell them anything to do. But if you set up waypoints in a way that they don't cross any of the existing behavior, then I will show you that on the lines. They will cross here, but that's fine because that's their own crossing. The vehicles will come in, go through the station, and then come out on the other side of the station, and the same thing on this side. They will just come in and leave. I'm also thinking I could just set up the station so that everything is a right platform, so that they can come in on the same... No, you don't want that. Double station like this. So this is what I was talking about. I just set up another platform over here. That's going to be for picking up grain, and I want them to deliver it here. It already did what I wanted it to do. So this one, it crosses over here, and you can put a bridge there if you really want to, but I'm not that bothered about it. But they will go through the station on this side and never cross over to the other side. You can do the same thing here for the deliver. Sorry, not adding a third one. I'm adding a new line. You go from the station to the city for the drop-off. And if you look now, yes, they're crossing here, and you can do that better by effectively reversing everything, but at some point your line may cross. It's possible. You can do this better. But this is what I cared about. Now, the queuing side for this line will be on this side, and it will not block anyone else. The queuing side for this line will be on this side, and it should be really short. They may only be in the station, but even if they come out, those lines don't block each other, which is what I care about. And then other traffic can just go on the outside if they really want to. So traffic flow should be fine. There may be some problems, but this is going to be an island. It's going to be pretty isolated. So yeah, this should be just fine. And everything is connected. That's important. I did put the depot here this time, mostly because I feel like this is going to be where most of the traffic is. So this can be a little industrial area. Maybe I find some mods and assets to do that with. But yeah, this is good. Let's get some vehicles. This, again, is one of those situations where you can just transport everything from here to this factory and it will take it for the first level, so up to 200, and there's only 1 level. Most of the industry pack ones only have 1 level. Not sure how I feel about that, but I'm also feeling that they're all just small factories. They can never upgrade. So it's not super terrible, but it's not super great. Let's give these guys a name. South Elms Hall. Sem. Yeah, Sem sounds great. So this line will be Sem Grain Milk. Don't know why I capitalized one side and one, not the other. This one will be Sam Cheese. Did I call it delivery somewhere else? No, yeah, delivery. Cheese, delivery. Keep that just happy. Put 1 line on, or 1 car on there, so... Car. 1 truck on there. Call this a truck. They're both funny names for this. But that will help you actually get the rest of the line activated, if you want. It's It still kind of works like in TPF1 where you don't have to... No, it doesn't work like in TPF1 where you can actually set it up so that you can have a line that runs by itself. Like the current grain line is doing that. But if you want to activate any other industries, there needs to be demand for it first. So let's do this. Another ship. Long again. I'm assuming... Oh, I can't fit you here. I want to make the ship path as long as possible. But I will make the actual harbor area a little different because that looks silly. So let's delete this part and this part. Then add a cargo station, large dock. I'm fine with that. Make a little offset. And then 2 large landing areas. I could put something else over here, but I'm hoping 2 ships will be more than enough. Let's do a little landscaping. That's even. This is equalizing. That's what we want. Okay, I spent most of my money here, so that didn't help. And I don't even know if that was worth it yet. But this will be a train line that connects one to the cheese factory over here, and it has to be able to transport both ways. Good thing milk and cheese is both boxcars, so there should only be one line, a very effective line for that. But we will need a cargo station that can actually handle all of that. Let's see. Yeah, you can go on the mountain just a little. Yes, I like this. Make it look like it's one piece of building, or one building. It's terrible English that I used there. Just like this. We can expand it to the end once we have money. We don't have money yet, so this should be good. And track laying. Yeah, you've seen this before, so I'll be back. I'm trying to use this little gully that I made. Not sure that's a good or a bad thing. I am a big fan of drive-through stations that are like part of the network. So I think this is a perfect example for doing that. All we have to do is stop time because there's a passenger train that wants to go through here and set this up correctly. The way I usually do that is get a single track station, find a place where I think it could fit. And right now, this piece of road is going to be in the way. But find a place where I think it would fit. Make sure that it can actually do what you want it to do. I'm not too worried about the connections yet, simply because they will... You can add roads and other things to make it work, and you can even... The roads are... the stations are configurable, so adding a connection should not be a problem. But to make it actually line up with what you have already, just extend your track a little bit to where you want it. Actually, we're going to do 2 here because I want the rail to run in between the station. We'll set up like this. I think that's fine. And then get your configuration tool out. Remove the outside of the platform. Then add track there. This is going to be our through track. This is going to be our platform where we have our train stop that we are just setting up. So, yeah, just extend that a little bit. I don't want to extend this because this is already going uphill. So I'm hoping, if we're lucky, and we may be, that I can connect all these pieces relatively painless. No, I can't. What if we go back a little further? I don't hate that. I've seen that before in real life where some tracks are just a little more elevated than the others. Let's just delete this back a little more. Cheeky bridge? Why? I mean, why not? But why? It doesn't feel necessary, but okay, I'll take it. Maybe we have a road going down there at some point. That'd be cool. Add the signals back in that we lost. At this point, I'm not planning on this side actually connecting to this side of the world. It will just be a back and forth. But it is cheese, so there's a chance that this station just has to expand at some point. And honestly, I like that about this game. I like that I can come back later and be like, oh, this was terrible. Why did I do that? and just redesign the whole thing. As long as you pause it, there shouldn't be any issues because the pausing allows you to delete a whole station and then come back later. Sorry about my dog. He likes to itch himself sometimes. That's a thing dogs do, I heard. Great. So now let's fix this guy. Just throw street in there. That works. Can I wonder? Obviously, you're not doing exactly what I want you to do, but that is fine. That is totally fine. If I can, I will. And I can. Kind of. I'd like to connect this back up the way it was, and then just add that little swerve in there. And here we have a little piece, and again, this can be something we use assets for later on to connect everything else. And I'm pretty happy with that. At this point, there's one problem. This track does not have any connection to the depot. And I don't want to add new depots unless I absolutely have to, but there's no good reason to do that. So I think for right now, this is the spot where we add a connection. Super simple. Both track directions. Add some signals. You go in here, you go in here, you can just block there, and you can block here. I know I have some double signals now, but that should work. Now we have the train connection, and we don't have... Where are we delivering the cheese to? Chickerill is the cheese delivery side. So a good thing we just added this. Because we need to deliver the cheese somewhere, and that's where we're going to put it. So this side is going to be... I actually forgot about that. I'm kind of surprised. This side is going to be where we deliver the milk to. This side, which we won't go out as far as before, will be the side where we actually have our delivery trains waiting. This should be fine. I'm going to set this up as a double station because I like the look of this. It's really the only reason. I know it's not the most efficient way, and sometimes you will lose cargo this way, but in the end, I also feel that you should set up your lines so that you don't lose cargo. That's, in the end, that's kind of up to you. If we're lucky, we're not. Doesn't look like we are. I was really hoping I could get this in here. Okay, let's just go a little further back, and then it should be fine. If we use this, just all the way out here, connect up there, you connect up here. Now we have two that just go in there. That should be fine. We can connect this side too, but honestly, I don't think we have to, so I won't. Put a signal there. There's already a signal here. Let's remove this signal. And now they should all be happy. I'll set up the lines and I'll be back with the trains that we're picking. All the lines are ready. It appears that I didn't tell cheese delivery to wait until full. That's silly. Unlimited. I don't think I did the same thing to this one either. No, that's what I just clicked on. What's the other one? Grain milk. Manage line. Wait until full. Forever. I put the dock right here just because I would like to pretty this up into an industrial area, but most of the assets that I currently have are more for later and not from 1867. So here we go. There's a tanker. We don't want a tanker. This is everything with 2 compartments and everything with 2 compartments. Who is faster? The Riggy is faster. Let's get 2 of these. Oh, ships with just 1 doesn't seem to make sense. And send them on this line. This line, I also haven't told it to wait until full, at least on one side, which is South Elmsall Port, which is this. Wait until full forever. Very important. Very good. I did almost forget that this South Elmsall is taking cheese, so we are going to transport that back. If we look at the rest of the lines, I set one line up that goes to Hendersford Port, just like you would expect. I did set the other line up here, the orange one, to go to Chickerill. And I actually added an extra long platform here, and then there's a little bit of a forefield right here, which I'm excited about. I like forefields. However, the station itself right now has, I don't think, any catchment of the city. Let's see. Oh no, it has some cheese. So we can actually set this up and then add a local delivery system afterwards. So let's get some trains. 3 million may not be enough, so let's go up to, I don't know, that much. First train. What should we take? Yeah, this one's going to be a little longer and it's going to go both ways. This will need a boxcar for milk and cheese. We have this one, this one, this one. I haven't used the Russian boxcars. I would love if the actual cars also tell you where they originate, but they don't. So 7. Start with 70 because that's the capacity of the ships. 1 may be fine. Maybe I need more. We'll start with this, and you, I forgot the name already, will be here, the purple line. Milk cheese. Very good. The next one, yeah, why not? Make it the same one. The next one will be the delivery of cheese for over here. It's the orange line. Cheese delivery. Very good. Now, this one, again, I didn't click this button yet. Memory self, yes. Wait until full, forever. And this guy should wait until full, always on this side. So this is henceforth head. Wait until full. Wait until full, I usually like to put at the, like the raw resources or the needed resources, just because if they go to the factory and don't have anything to deliver, then nobody gains anything. So they should always wait there. Now to this point, where is all our demand for cheese? It is mostly in this corner. I'm kind of surprised. I think we can almost extend the station into this area so we don't have to deliver anything. I think we're going to do that. Configure platforms. I think this is fine. Let's do a couple more tracks here just to make it look more attractive. I don't think we're going to actually use this, but maybe I can put some assets on here at some point. Passenger buildings. I'd like a big one. Yeah, that's not going to work. So what we have to do is remove these two, get more platforms in. Because you can only put a building at a platform, and then... Why did I put a cargo station building there? Excuse me. This guy. Yeah, that looks good. Put a little smaller one. That's good. And then put a tiny one in between. Yeah, I like that. Put a tiny one here. Nope, that's going to break everything. Okay. So this is fine. Now we have to put some roads. Make it a real road. Come up this way. Sorry, house. I hope you're gonna just come back and build again. That'd be great. Hello, autosave. And then, ideally, you connect to here because that should give us more catchment area, or catchment radius. Yeah, this is fine. Now people can walk to this station too, and to that side over there. How are we doing on the catchment? We are doing better. We're still not catching everything. So I think we're just going to help with some local delivery system. These two, just one line, should be more than enough. Let's see, what can we do? What can we do? Do we want to put a delivery here? I don't think that would look very good. Let's do a new station. Cargo station. You don't have to be super long, but you can be long and skinny. I think that is fine. I don't want you that close to where I want people to actually build. This is what we're going to do. Right here. And you will have a road connection to go right through. Perfect. You're looking on the wrong side. There we go. Now we're talking. This one. Then a simple road connection. Very good. New line, local delivery. These two. And then just go all the way around here. That is fine. Wait until you're full. Otherwise, I don't want you to go anywhere. And you are called Chick Cheese Distribution. Distribution. Don't know if that's how it's spelled. We're going to call it dist because we already used delivery for the train. And that should be good. Let's get 2 cargoes on there. Cheese dist. Beautiful. Now everything can run. We still have some money left. Did I not buy a train that I needed to buy? I don't think so. I think everything is there. These 2 ships are supposed to park here until they actually get what they need. You are filling up with milk, just like I want you to. I didn't need to buy the 2nd ship right away. That's actually wasteful. But I think we are going to be okay. This harbor will happen whenever it's ready. This one can wait here until you get to go. I think we do have some money. Let's make this a little prettier. I do like the white stones in some locations, but not all locations, so this is good. I think that's all we wanted. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was better editing or edited at the end than the last few episodes. If you liked it more, let me know. Maybe a thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on what you wanted. Maybe leave some comments because I would like to keep the series going because I really like this game, but if nobody really watches it and nobody enjoys it, I understand it because this game is a little older and it's not as complicated as the other game I'm playing. So maybe this is more a game that you like to play and not to watch, and that's totally fine. I just want to know, let me know what you think, let me know how you feel about what we're doing here, and we'll go from there. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. I should have said that earlier. Like and subscribe if you liked it or liked any of the content that I do. I try to do it often. So yeah, come back next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!